All right, we're heading back home from donating some clothes. Or, well, I should say I'm not donating them. I'm trying to sell them, or as many as I can. It's a lot of old clothes, though, so I'm pretty sure a lot of it's just not going to sell. But I'll just let them donate it in that case. So outside this parking lot, we're going to do an unprotected left here. And this one's not going to be an easy unprotected left, especially with the blinding sun. There's a lot of traffic on this road. I don't see as much right now, so I think we might be able to... Okay, so we got a gimme over here. Usually there's a lot of traffic here, so it's very hard to do this unprotected left onto this road. But I think we did fine. We luckily got a gap, and looks like we're driving into the sun. I know it's always been a hot topic that driving into the sun just like turns FSD off. I had that issue with this car, with like early like 13.2 builds where it would just turn off when it was like going into the sun like this. Sometimes it disappeared in 13.2.9, and then in version 14 as well. I've never had that happen to me in like 30,000 miles of driving with, FSD on hardware 4. And I did have a hardware 3 car before this, and never really had that issue on that one as well. I mean, yeah, that was occasionally what have happened, but maybe like once in a blue moon when, the sun was this down right at your face. I mean, I guess it's still a little bit up. It could go down a little bit more. But it was fine. Even blaring sun for hardware 3, at least on earlier versions of FSD. I had that car with, I think, 12.4 or 12.5 before I switched to hardware 4. I can't remember which version I had on the hardware 3 at the end. But a lot of people have complained about it a lot. Like, it's a major issue. I mean, I understand it's a major issue for autonomy where if the car fails, that's not good, right? Like, the sun blares on it and it just like fails to drive. You can't have that in a system where there's no driver. But for now, it's fine. I mean, people are still supervising, and honestly, I think this issue has been pretty much resolved, especially in hardware 4. I don't know what the hardware 3 situation is right now. I did have a hardware 3 Model 3 as a loaner for a week, and not gonna lie, that version 12 point whatever it was, 12.6, was fairly shitty compared to version 13 that we have, or we had on our cars, and now version 14. But I mean, it's still FSD, it's still good. It's probably not able to handle things as smoothly, or it's not able to be as intelligent as what the current version is, but I think it's still like a fairly solid version to use FSD on. I mean, it's not going to sell FSD like version 14 will, but it's still good. So now we need to get out of this lane. This is going to turn into a ride-only lane. I don't see anybody around me. There's like one car coming up there. We should move over. We really should move over. Okay, so the car does realize that and like move over. I don't know what it's slowing down for. Okay, it's slowing down for traffic. Like, wow, it pumped the brakes very early. Wow, that was That's weird. And it does say camera visibility limited. Wow, okay. Oh, never mind. There's a cop. It saw the cop. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. Wow. It reacted to that cop so fast. Holy shit. I was like, why are you slowing down? Oh, is it because of the camera visibility issue? That was like, I have not seen that before, where the car would just randomly slow down like that. That was good. That was very good. The car saw the cop from like very far ahead. I started hearing the sirens, and then I'm like, oh, there's a cop right there. I mean, people in the comments might like just screw with me, like, oh, you're dumb, you're not paying attention or whatnot. But FSD reacted like a whole while earlier than that. That was a good interaction. And that's another advantage of like version 14, version 13, or the version 12 in hardware 3. They're not going to react to emergency vehicles like this. I mean, version 13 wouldn't even slow down for emergency vehicles, honestly. So, I mean, that was kind of dumb, but at the same time, they just didn't have that feature set built in. But version 14 does. Version 14.1 was reacting to everything. Like, for example, in this situation, it would have just pulled over, which is like something that you don't want to do right now. You don't want to like pull over in that situation. Slowing down and like cautiously moving like it did was like pretty much the perfect thing. It handled it perfectly. Honestly, I don't think I could have handled it much better than this. Honestly, I probably would have reacted a little bit later. I mean, it was fine. The cop had plenty of space to go, but that was well done. And that's one of the advantage of like the new feature of like version 14, right? The emergency vehicle. You don't have to look out for that. Nice stopping for the pedestrian. She dropped something, so the car is like cautiously moving around. It stopped there. It saw that the person, like, she's not moving. She's picking something up. And then so she, like, the car like, oh, the person still might get in our way. So it's like cautiously and slowly like moving around her. Very intelligent behavior. Very, very, very smart. I would do the same, right? Like, she's picking something up. You got to be cautious around them. You got to like see what they're doing, but just like don't stop if they're not like moving in your way. Good job. And now let's see what it does here, because yeah, see, it handles all of these like nuanced situations, but it can't get into the garage half of like the time, and I have to disengage. Even though I have selected parking garage, and it gets in there sometimes, and then sometimes it's just, I don't want to get in there. I just want to park there for some reason. So yeah, and I did realize this new thing. I don't need to use auto park. If I position the car into this reverse position and just turn FSD on, it lets us turn FSD on in reverse now with 14.2, and it just parks, and it's much faster than auto park and does a better parking job. Good drive.